Noircomiccreations, guys. All right, so we're working on Superior, page 1. And as you can see, I already started working on the script. So this is the comic page right here that I'm working from. So we're gonna type that on the script for this page. So we're gonna lock the caps, and we got another a caption. We got another caption for page 1, and so we're gonna type that out. See, that's the script. This is the comic page, page 1. So I'm working on both. So you hit both. That way it pulls the script up with your comic page. And now what I want to do is I want to import that in here. Let's spread that out some. And this is where I said I wanted that, yeah, that's where I wanted to put the caption, the second caption that in here. And see, when you're working on your captions and you want to, change the font. See how I got this greenish looking color in here? I wanted to do that. That's going to be automatic in all my caption boxes. And it's going to automatically have a little greenish look, but not in the dialog boxes. But how you do that is, see, you go in here in Comicdraw, you go up into the broom, and then you have your options of things to do. And see right here, say style. You pick your style of dialog box or whatever you're working on. But we're working on captions. And see, right here it says type square. If you wanted to change it to something else, you could change it to a rounded, beveled, inset rounded. You could change your boxes, like your caption boxes. Make it different if you want, but I'm gonna leave it as square. And then you have your text options. You go in here, this is where you change your size of your text, the space in between your texts, the color. You choose what kind of a style of font you want to use. You could pick if you want all your text to like lean to one side or the other or in the middle. Then you can choose whether you want your stuff to start off close to the top or dead center or close to the bottom. You pick your margin space, like how far you want your margins. Yeah, it's just a ton of options and stuff you can do in this program as far as lettering your comics go. I don't think it's okay for drawing, but for lettering, I really like this program for doing the lettering for your comic book. So that's why I'm using it. So Yeah, so that's how you set up your text and dialogue, you know, for your lettering and stuff. And so once I have it set, whatever I type in my script is going to follow along with whatever I set up as far as fonts and all that stuff, whatever I picked out to use. So there you go. So this would be, all right, this is how I want this. So this would be all I would do as far as lettering in this program. So what you would do now is say share this page. You want to share the page. Open in another app. And we want to send it as a PSD. That's a Photoshop program. All right, and then you choose where you're sending it to. And we're going to pick Procreate. We're sending it to Procreate. Okay, so now it's done. So we can cancel that. And this is done until we get the next page. So we can go out of this, pull up Procreate, let it import it. There it is. And so what we're gonna do is okay, we're gonna push select. I'm gonna select this one, and then I'm gonna duplicate it. Then I'm gonna take the duplicate and bring it out. Okay. Okay, there you go. So now we're gonna be doing Superior all over again. So now we pull it up. We can start working on the ink here. See, this will be considered a sketch layer. So we're gonna name that the sketch layer. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to add a layer, and this is going to be the inking layer. Okay, and now we're going to pick inking, technical pen. That's what I usually use for inking. And there we go. Now we're going to ink this page. You know what? Let's do one more. Gotta do a panel. panels layer. Y'all gonna have to forgive my shaking hands. And that's what makes this so great, to be able to do that. I think this is the line you're supposed to put your panels on. Don't give me the line, man. This line crooked, I don't know what line here. It's crooked, so I'm about to try to do it again. I mean, it's not on the dollar line. Okay, that's better. I don't think I put that one on the line. I put that on the wrong line. Close enough. That's supposed to be straight. I don't know why it's so crooked. I hope those measurements are right on this paper. It looks crooked. But anyways, that's how we go about doing that. That's the panel. Then you go down to the ink layer and we start inking. Yeah, so we're gonna work on inking this. I probably won't be able to do all this recorded. I had to do some of this, you know, off camera, because I want to look up some reference for a library. Because I want to do a library like background for the background. Find a library reference. Then I want to do like, you know, some shelves and stuff. Make it look like that they're in the library and these are books that's in their library. All right, and then I gotta do some all right, let's see what that look like with the okay. All right, and so I'm gonna do a little library reference up here. I think I might actually put some words in there, try to write down the story that I had in the original page. But I already like this a lot better than the original one I did. And I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna do it now, but I'll probably duplicate this so I don't, just in case I mess it up. I'm gonna try to move this, just move it over. Yeah, because somehow I got off-centered. I don't know if that's gonna affect it when I go to print it. Yeah, tighten that all up and then we'll be good. Do some cross hatching and stuff. Let's see. Alright, and then we'll do shadow across there. Okay guys, that's page 1. When you come back, I'll probably have the reference done with the I'll show this before we start page 2. I'll show where I found the background that I wanted to use and put it in here. But for now, that's gonna be Noircomiccreations, and we out of here. Peace.
Noircomiccreations, where adventure and imagination meet.
Welcome to the planet.